Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Okay, this week we are going to talk about week number 17. It is from 22nd of April until 26th of April. So basically, we are coming to the end of the April again. Okay, so let's start with the analysis together. Can you hear me and can you see my screen? I think should be no problem, yeah, from what I observe. Shouldn't be any issue. Let me see. Okay, should be all okay. All right, so it's also recorded. Okay, so now for the coming week, okay, let's go through what we have for the news and the item. All right, so basically we will have a busy week in overall. All right, one of the reasons is because of all the all the PMI, all this data will be coming out. Monday not so much, but start from Tuesday we have quite a lot of item will be coming out. Right, so basically these are all the data releases. Okay, so this is going to be important, and I think the Aussie CPI also is going to be important on Wednesday, and all the normal item, and I think the major one is going to be on Friday. Okay, this is I think it's the most important one in my opinion, because the Japanese yen have been really all-time low recently, right? All-time low. So I think it is about the time for the the people will be really really will focus on what this the governor would like to say. All right, so this is gonna be the major item for the next week in my opinion. So this is the item for next week. Okay, let's just a quick peek on the next 2 weeks one. All right, next 2 weeks we have okay, all right. Next week we have something bigger, right? So no wonder because I'm seeing something on the market. This one like something must be missing. So no wonder. So next week is going to be those normal item, and the next 2 weeks, which we have the Fed fund rate and all those things, I think is going to be more important. So I think next week is more of a failure week in my opinion. Failure week is that's just to hang around between the week between before the important events arrive. So just to conclude, the major important one is going to be in the next 2 weeks time, Wednesday night. Okay, please be aware of that. So this is on the news and the item. Okay, let's take a look on the flow itself at this moment. Okay, from what we can see is that I have been warning that there will be a flow drop. Okay, one of the major reasons the flow drop is because it's a tax drain, right? We all know because people have to people have to file the tax in for the month of March, April, this kind of stuff. So there's a money that from the public go back to the government itself. So basically the people have less money to spend. So due to the tax rate, there will be some kind of like a pullback symptom in the market. So that is exactly what happened. We have I would say more than enough pullback at the moment. That's why I was bearish on the US market or stock market, especially which is turned out to be on the correct side. So I think from now, I think the market will likely to, since they already meet some, go to so-called hunt some stop loss. I think they're going to do some sideways in my opinion. All right. And moreover, you see next week, right? Just remember, next week we don't have much item going up. So I think it formed my belief that further my belief that I think next week the stock market is going to be a bit of a pullback or sideways in my opinion. Okay. So this on the flow. Okay. For the crypto, okay, later when we go through crypto, we will go through that. All right. So let's start with the individual pair. Okay, let's talk about British pound. Okay, British pound, we have been kind of like bearish on them. All right, you can see the arrow here, and it's really go further to the downward move. Okay, there's only few warning that I just want to, I just want you to know. You can see that, the retail traders, right? They have been really they've really been overstretched already. So what is happening, right? Right, as the market go up higher, all the retail trader, instead of, take their stop loss and join the short, what they do, they stubborn, right? They want to fight the market. What they do, they widen their stop loss. So you see, or widen their stop loss, or even so-called double down their position. So you see, they were holding 70%, go down some more, they even add some more, go down some more, they even add some more. Now they are total 85% on the bullish side already. So I think sooner or later the market were going to, I think the market were going to sort of like a rubber band, like they pull so long, then they're gonna do some kind of snapback in my opinion. So if you want to short now, please be very careful, because this is to indicate that the rubber band is being pulled too hard already. Okay. This percentage doesn't really show you bull or bear, but this percentage kind of will warn you that whether the rubber band is pulled too hard or not. So plus 85 to me is kind of pull a little bit too hard. All right. So I think market will likely to, I think, going to rebound soon, in my opinion. All right. So not yet coming. Of course, we haven't even got the bullish candle yet. So currently I'm neutral or slightly bearish. I'm not outright bearish anymore. Okay. I tell you what I think so already, yeah, because a little bit pull too much already. At least there should be some sort of, maybe some sort of rubber band effect. After then they may go back down again. So we are talking about this kind of pullback. Okay, so neutral or slightly bearish. Please be very careful if you are shorting. All right. So resistant 1.245, 1.253, important level, and 1.268. Support 1.232, 1.222, 1.212, and 1.2. All right. So neutral or slightly bearish. Okay, along the way, there will be some KIV and recommendation. Okay, so we have a few things to focus and trade lah next week. Okay. So Euro also very, very much similar. All right, very, very much similar. I can see that you can see the Euro already last Friday already there's some rubber band effect coming back in already. So I think they are too overstretched. All right, too overstretched. Give me a minute. Euro. Okay, you can see here as well. All right, Euro also you see plus 72. Okay, they are not as bad as British pound, but they are still quite 70 plus. So I think market will likely to drift a little bit higher to the higher to do some pullback, in my opinion. All right, so I think the market will likely to go back some move back up. So same thing, neutral or slightly bearish only. Don't short with a very big amount. I don't think it will go a lot lower, in my opinion. Okay, so resistance 1.069, 1.079, 1.079 is important, 1.085 and 1.092. Support 1.061, 1.055, 1.05 and 1.046. Okay. All right. Another one is Aussie. Okay, Aussie. Let's talk about Aussie. You can see Aussie have a very how to say, I mean, from the technical point of view, it's a very good stop hunt kind of like candle. You can see market go all the way lower, right? They kind of recover all the way to the upside. So to me, this is kind of like an extreme condition, in my opinion. So I think what the price session we're likely to do is, I think the price action will likely to push the price to, I think, as a retest to this strong resistance level, in my opinion. You can see this is a very good, very good congested area. So I think the market will likely to go there to retest, in my opinion. Okay, so from there, okay, we see whether they really can break up or not, or they can just, after they meet ready, then market go back down. So, I mean, either up or down is later, but I think we're likely to retest to this region, in my opinion. This is where a lot of positions are waiting. Okay, so I'm neutral or slightly bullish. I think it will swing back up to 0.65, this kind of region first, in my opinion. So I won't suggest you to short it down at the moment. Look at the price session on last Friday. It's pretty solid as well. So I think market will likely to go up higher. So this one, I'm neutral or slightly bullish. Okay, so resistance 0.65, 0.655, 0.659, 0.655 and 659 important, and support 0.638, 0.635, and 0.634. Okay, so almost all of them are like showing the similar pattern that market will likely to do some pullback at the moment. I think it is really in line with what we have for the next week, because you know why next week is actually apart from the individual data, we do not have any big US data coming up, like Fed fund rate, all this kind of thing, right? The Fed fund rate, the major one will be coming up only a week after next week. So I think next week likely pullback is quite possible. Okay. All right. So New Zealand also very similar to this British pound. Okay, I think we are seeing some very nice pin bar. You can see the pin bar here. All right, then the volume is pretty decently strong as well. So I think the market will likely to go back up higher, in my opinion. So same thing, neutral or slightly bullish on both of them. So British pound and Euro is neutral or slightly bearish. Aussie and New Zealand is neutral and slightly bullish. Okay, so if you want to long them, if you want to long against US dollar, you can look into this too, Aussie and New Zealand. If you want to short, you really have a price session or whatever, then you can choose British pound or Euro short. Okay, so you see, it can be categorized into that manners. All right, so resistance For this New Zealand 0.595, 0.60, 0.607. Support 0.587, 0.582, and 0.578. Okay, so you can see now you can see some kind of pattern emerge already. Two of them are neutral or slightly bearish, while other two are neutral or slightly bullish. Correct? Correct. So which one is neutral or slightly bullish? Of course, the obvious one is something to do with the commodity. So I have like a we can link in such a way that commodity items are not so bullish anymore. Okay, so you see, even in the currency, so-called commodity leaning currency, getting a bit more bullish there. You got what I mean now? Like compared to British pound and euro, those commodity currencies such as like Aussie and New Zealand, they're kind of getting bullish, right? So okay, so because of that, all right, I was really looking at the goal here. Where's my goal? Let me give me a while. Okay. All right. So I still think gold have a little bit more room at least to go to. Okay, number one. All right, number one reason. Let me show you number one reason. So I was last week, it's whole last week, I wasn't really I wasn't really supporting to short any goals at all. Okay, where's gold? Where is gold? Where this guy goes? Okay, yeah. Oh, they add on more items, so a little bit for this will be my KIV for next week. Okay, I'll be slightly bullish on gold. I think the market will likely to go up higher. All right, so I think the since the trend is very strong, I think the push to the upper limit is not yet over. Okay, all right, silver. Okay, silver, as you can see, basically they are acting between this line, right? You see the market come back down, they have a very nice push. They couldn't manage to stay below. I think silver can be a little bit on the bullish note as well. I think they're going to retest to the upper limit in my opinion. All right, so in the immediate future, I don't really see anything so bearish at the moment. All right, so this is what I see. So, and you can see here, you look at silver, they are nothing extreme yet, right? By right, if they want to like do overstretch, let's say if you want to call the top, they have to be like, wow, the small trader have to be like 80%, 90%, this kind of level, this kind of number. You can see only 60. The rubber band is not the rubber band is not extreme yet. It is too stretched. Currently is I don't really see anything so stretched at the moment. You see the gold also same thing. Okay, look, just minus 55 only. Market can go up higher, become minus 60, minus 70, minus 80. Still got a long way to go. So gold and silver, especially gold, I think we still have a bit more room to grow in my opinion. Hey guys, got my point or not? If you got my point, please say yes. This is our first KIV for this week, gentlemen. Okay, so this is gonna be, I think it's quite interesting in my opinion. All right, so I think this guy is good. Okay, I think this guy is good. Gold is good. Okay, so don't short. Okay, another one is US dollar Canadian. US dollar Canadian, 2 weeks ago, we take our TP ready. So I think market is ready for some sort of pullback in my opinion. You can see here, market is making some pullback. Okay, now you know why it's making a pullback at the moment, right? So because of the retail traders, the retail traders are very stretched, right? You see what they were doing, the market go up higher, they really sell, go up some more, they sell some more, they go up some more, they sell some more, until they reach to minus 98 and 9, those kind of 90-80s level, right? So no wonder it's stretching, no wonder it's a rubber band is snapping. So I think they're gonna snap a little bit further, in my opinion. All right, I think they will likely to go this kind of level, 1.37. So I'm slightly bearish on that. Try not to buy at this moment. If you want to buy, you need to wait. Okay, I think 1.3, 1.365, 1.367 is very highly possible. Okay, I think I'm slightly bearish at the moment. Resistance 0.6, 0.380, 0.387, 0.392. Support 0.364, 0.357, and 0.347. Okay, let's continue further. Quickly go through it here. US dollar CHF, of course, they are also same, right? You can see they are also same. You can see that they have a very good, they really try to sell down on last Friday. but they got some pullback. But anyway, there's some sign really. So I'm a neutral or slightly bearish on this. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. Definitely not bullish, neutral at least. So resistance 0.914, 0.921, 0.924. Support 0.906, 0.90. 90 is important, and 0.891. Okay, another guy is US dollar JPY. Okay, if you talk about anything bullishness on US dollars, I would say US dollar is one of the US dollar JPY is one of the not bad looking one in my opinion. But they are still suffer from the the rubber band issue. You see the market is too stretched a little bit, so we might be seeing some pullback as well. So they are quite I would say a little bit similar to Japanese yen. Sorry, CHF. Okay, so I'm neutral at this moment. Okay, so let's see. Okay, but you want to short like US dollar pairs, avoid US dollar JPY because the JPY will coming in next Friday, remember? So I think before the news come, we will reevaluate again. So for now, I'm neutral, guys. Neutrals. Okay, so if you want to short anything against US dollar, you can try US dollar Canadian, you can try US dollar CHF. Okay, but US dollar JPY, leave it there for a while. Okay, I think the major move will only come in near Friday or Friday itself. Okay, so we KIV for a while, just neutral, don't do anything. Okay, so resistance 15.5, 155.155, 155.5, 156. Support 153.2, 151.2, and 149.6. Okay, let's move on. Another one is US market. Okay, US market, I have been kind of bearish for past few weeks. I think about 2 weeks ago, I have started bearish. So you can see the market is really doing well in our favor. All right, I would say the US, especially the US and the German index will drop, so they really have a good drop. And last Friday, since they have already met some resistance or support already, they are now making some pullback to the upside. So I think market will likely to drift to the high swing level, in my opinion. Market never goes straight line, right? So this is a time for them to do some pullback, likely. So I think market will likely to go to 38.5. 38.5, this kind of level first, in my opinion. So resistance 38.5, 39, 39.8. Support 37.5, 37.1, and 36.8. Okay, another one is Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong, unfortunately, last week we have a loss position. I have to really push the stop loss to the up move because I don't want the market to really, pull further. So, okay, last Friday, not so bad. I would like to see some bullish candles coming up soon. I think the market is kind of bottoming already. So no more bearish at the moment. Maybe we will add one more position. Okay, maybe I may be foolish to add position again, but I mean, we have to treat the trade separately, right? So I think we will have a bullish case scenario coming in. Okay, number one, we have hit some stop hunting level, and you can see the market is failed to go below than that already. So I think likely to pull back to here at least. So we have a potential slightly bullishness coming in. So Hong Kong will be my second KIV for this week. Okay, I have two already. First one is gold KIV on the long side. Second one is Hong Kong on the buy side as well. Okay, I'll be monitoring this. If I take any trade, I will let you know. Resistance 16.5K, 17K. 17K is important. 17.6K. Support 16K, 15.5K, and 15K. All right. So let's move on. Another one is DEX. Okay, German DEX is pretty much is a follow the US market, right? Just on what I just mentioned, I think they're likely to pull back is likely to possible. I think 17.9 to 18K level possible. So I'm neutral. Okay, don't add on any short at the moment. Okay, unless we see some bearish candle. So I think market will likely rebound a little bit first. So 17.9, 18K first resistance, important. 18.2, 18.4. Support 17.6, 17.4, and 16.9. Okay, so okay, another one is crude oil. Crude oil is basically the market is an important market itself. You can see last Friday. Okay, let me show you in the future as well. We have a very big price action bar, and you can see the volume is pretty huge in my opinion. So I will say some sort of like will be quite similar to this guy in my opinion. So you see like market pullback, maybe they will go back a little bit lower, go back a little bit lower, then I think market will eventually rise back higher. So they are forming some kind of base, in my opinion. All right, so I think I will need to push this one a little bit lower to this level. All right, then sooner or later, I think the market will go back up likely. So I will suggest you not to short this guy anymore. All right, not to short this guy anymore. I think we have a bullish case scenario coming up soon. We shall wait one more day. Okay, so this will be my third KIV word today. Okay, so what we do, slightly bullish, wait for bullish PA. Do me a favor. If you see any bullish PA, let me know. Okay, wait for a bullish PA. So resistance 85.5, 87.8, and $90. $90 is obviously important. Support 18.9, 0.6, and 79.8. Okay. So far I have three already. All of them are pretty much, two of them are pretty much, the commodity related. One is a gold KIV on the buy side. Second one is, of course, oil KIV on the buy side also. The third one is a Hong Kong index on the buy side. Okay, let's move on to the commodity. Okay, I think there are some very nice bullishness coming up in the commodity, in my opinion. All right, you can see here, they have a very nice rebound on the last Friday. Okay, if you are not really interested in anything, I want you to be interested in these two fellas. Okay, serious here. All right. So wheat and corn, I am seeing that. So wheat and corn, I'm seeing some bullish case scenario on them. I think they are likely to go up higher, especially wheat. All right. And I have been mentioning about this candle for quite a while already. This candle must have some sort of like very big meaning. I think the moment this corn really push this level and higher, we have more pronounced on the bullishness. Okay. All right. Let's move on to soybean. Soybean also same. All right, soybean also same. You can see very nice sort of like bottoming showing up here. Patient. When the market start to move, you're already in it already. Because you know why? You know why a lot of people always miss a good trade, because when the trade is developing, it is not obvious. Everything become only obvious after it's happened. Of course, after happened already too late already, correct? So yeah. I think corn, soybean, and wheat will have a good chance of shining coming up soon. So let's see. Okay, we have few position on them. Since you already know, right? So we just hold lah. Okay, we just hold our position and let it ride. Okay, so now Bitcoin. Bitcoin, something is up. Bitcoin from our market composition, nothing really so serious there yet. Okay, but you can see here. They really have been printing a lot of money. Okay, this one we cannot ignore. You see, they really push up a lot in the last week. They even print up a lot in this week also. Okay, so normally when this kind of move, they really pump this kind of money. Bitcoin used to really go up a lot higher. Okay, so it's like a like a terminal kind of like patient. Now they need more and more injection to, last time they inject a bit already, they move a lot, but now they inject a lot also, they don't move a lot. But anyway, there should be some sort of like some sort of effect should be coming in. So Bitcoin, I will not be so bearish at this moment. Okay, you can see the Bitcoin, they really break this level, and they could not break further. So I think they might at least retest to like 78K, 77K, this kind of stuff. So my suggestion, don't short at this moment. Wait for some really serious resistance to hit, then you short it down. Okay. So I'm not really holding any Bitcoin related short at the moment. Just wait and see. Okay. At least, all the evidence are overwhelmingly pushing the market to go up higher. How for we be so stubborn, right? We don't detect where the market go. We just follow where the market is trying to show only, right? So from the data that we follow, you can see they are really pumping a lot of money. Okay, so I mean, it should go up lah. By right, this kind of pumping money, right? The Bitcoin should be already go way past above previous high already. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so you see, since last last somewhere in September, October, November, the price really start to show up. You can also see here, since last September, October, November, you see the stablecoin meeting start to show up as well. So if they are supposedly in line, by now, Bitcoin should way past the previous high already. So, just listen to it lah, right? We are the student of the market, right? So don't short. I think market will likely at least they will go to 67.5, 68, this kind of stuff. Okay, you got my point now, guys. Don't short lah, too dangerous. We have a lot of evidence of pointing toward bullishness. Okay, so don't short. All right, so this on the Bitcoin. Okay, then I'll continue. Resistance 66.4, 67.5, 70K. So 70K will gonna be an important one. Support 63.3, 61.6, and 60K. Okay, let's move on. Natural gas. Natural gas also interesting setup showing up. Okay, hang on. You can see that they are kind of bottoming at the moment. Apparently lah, all right, apparently they are kind of bottoming at the moment, all right. They should be go up this way, all right.